What's up, Evgeny Genchev here, and this is Sweet Struggle. Today I'll be reacting to the piano battle scene from the movie Secret. Quite a few of you have requested this, so let's check it out.
今天呢，我们新同学要挑战宇豪，实在是勇气可嘉。我们大家给他点掌声，好不好？
Who is this guy? Is he like the guy on the ring between the two boxers? It's quite funny.
那在干嘛呢？练琴啊，你不知道。
Don't you know? It's a piano battle. Who doesn't know a piano battle? They make this seem like, it's happening pretty much, every week. That someone is challenging someone else. This is a bit of a nonsense, a bit of a mumbo jumbo. That being said, in some shape or form, you could kind of be competitive with others, say in recess. I remember in music school, we would surround the piano, 2-3 of us, and we would play and we would be doing different things. So we would try to copy each other, or what one is playing, the other one would also try to play or play along with, or everybody would show off with the pieces that they are learning at the moment or what they know. But, it wouldn't be in this kind of auditorium or whatever that is, and it wouldn't be so formal, everybody listening. Maybe there will be a few people being on the sidelines and, checking out what the guys are doing, but that would be just because either a little bit of interest or they have nothing else to do. In this shape or form, this is just for the film. I guess I've never personally seen anything like that. Let's see what's the rest.
学妹们，知道我是谁吗？
He even has a nickname.
坐在这边的呢是宇豪学长，大家知道他的绰号是什么吗？没错，因为呢，没有一首曲子是他不会弹的，也不会有人是他的对手。
什么钢琴王子
There is nothing that he can play. Oh wow. Are these high school students or something? There's surely plenty of things that they cannot yet play. But maybe this guy is exceptional. I don't know what is the context of this. Maybe it's some school for geniuses. Who knows?
好啊，摊开一点。废话不多说，我们斗琴大赛正式开始。
Okay. What? Theatrics. His hands are not in sync, and this is not something that you would be going ahead to impress someone. This is the black keys of Chopin, and this is a practice tempo. So I don't know where this is going. He otherwise is playing the right things. He's just not quite of sync. He's not playing it live, surely. Okay. Bit of an improvisation in the theme in the white keys.
金同学，你刚刚听仔细了吧？你可一个音都别错啊。
This guy is annoying by default, is it? Alright. The fingers are a little bit flat, but actually there are people who play with quite flat fingers on this etude because it just gives you a greater chance to not slip off of the key and hit it. So slightly flat fingers would be fine. It seems that the other guy was someone that would play the piano because, except for being a little bit out of sync, he was playing the right things. This guy also seems to be in the same way. Let's see what happens. Out of sync. nice that he can do it by ear. This is impressive, especially if it's not something that you've played before and you just heard it. This is great. This shows a lot of oral skill and obviously good technical ability to be able to reproduce it right away. At least technically, if he would be doing that in real life. Looks like we need something harder. Yeah. And in that tempo it's very easy. This guy is hilarious. This is actually not this is not something that is difficult. A little bit of a jump in the left hand, but this is not something that actually is making the Chopin walls much harder. I don't know whether to the general audience it sounds like something, ooh, now it's like super intense. Technically it isn't. So let's see where this is going, but this is strange. This is awkward. This is, I don't know, this guy is funny, but he is also annoying. This reminds me a lot of this kind of type in music school and in college. Cannot really play the instrument, but pretends to know a lot, and it's kind of a snob and really pretentious. Definitely a quite good depiction of this type of character. But yeah, let's see how the other guy responds in the piano battle. Brilliant. Okay. Chopin didn't know that part because it was a ragtime. You know, that's a bit better tempo. Also a little bit of out of sync with the left hand. He's not playing around, is he? Ooh, this is turning around. He's angry. Let's do it. Not something you would do before playing. This is not difficult, so far at least, just because he's doing this with the hand, which is a lot of redundant movement, a lot of just for showmanship, which we all do in front of an audience, but this is just for the effect. So far, this is rather on the easy part. These guys are, this is ooh. The reason why they're not showing what at the keyboard, but they're showing these guys is because they cannot really show well this, because it sounds like it's something like played on MIDI. It's not something that realistically would be played in this kind of texture. Did he play that top note? It didn't look like, but maybe he did. Let's see. Ah, now he plays it with the left hand. That's fine. Nice. He's just doing this on the keyboard, but I mean, these guys are obviously pianists, and you can tell that they know how to play the piano. Probably they're even professional, who knows? I haven't checked, but you guys let me know in the comments. But this is not a texture that you would you would play. You wouldn't go into the fuss even of playing. You wouldn't play it with one hand most probably, and not in that tempo and not with that precision. So I see where they're going for this effect, just something flashy, but he's definitely not playing it. And I would rather guess that it's something either recorded much slower and then sped up, or most probably it's MIDI, I would imagine. It sounds like if it's unplayable, if it has to sound unplayable, and that's why they're putting it there. But yeah, the beginning otherwise was realistic, because you can play this texture with one hand, and that's fine, and that can be impressive. There are even regular pieces, classical pieces that are written just for the left hand, and they contain both the melody and the accompaniment, and this can be quite expressive or quite challenging. Ravel left hand concerto, or the Prokofiev left hand concerto, and lots of other solo pieces for piano that are written just for the left hand, and this is quite a skill to go through it and to be able to perform it. But here, this second part is definitely unrealistic to play like that. You cannot even see the return that he's supposed to be doing. Ta 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 pa pa ta ta tam. If he does this movement, then he's supposed to go, but he's going tam pa and then just going to the bass. This doesn't. I mean, although these guys are pianists, this is not realistic, because it's too fast and it's just not a texture that is playable. But yeah, it's quite obvious here. At least what is nice here is that they changed it. It wasn't in octave tremolo, but it was audible. It is just something that one hand would do. So they didn't just copy paste the material, which I give them credit for that for sure. This is a nice attention to detail. I've done a piano battle, to be fair, on stage, and it was all basically staged. I did while I was still playing with the Symphoniacs some years ago, but everything was staged, everything was pre-planned, and everything, like all the selections of repertoire were there. So if we would play anything together, everything was pre-rehearsed and it was supposed to fall in place. If these guys are just playing some kind of an improvisation during a spontaneous piano battle, the chances of this happening are theoretically below 0.1%. This is not realistic at all. To my knowledge, at least, this is not even a particular piece that they're playing, but maybe this is something that was composed, some kind of improvisation that is just for the film. So say one picks up a piece by Rachmaninoff or whoever composer, then you could kind of jump in and out and play along with it, and you can double each other, but just on an improvisation, then follow yourselves and to be so attentive that something so fluent comes out all of a sudden, and it also sounds nice. This is definitely no. The hand wasn't going in the right way. It was supposed to be the left hand jumping, and it was the right. But actually, that's a cool effect over here. Let's see the right hand once more here. Definitely not playing this. Some nice CGI here. Alright. Okay. The guy is ready.
实在是太精彩，让我们再给两位一次热烈的掌声。好啊，回去上课啦。你说实话，拿去吧。题目很难找哎，真的给他啊？哎，谢啊。
很厉害嘛。
太好了。
上课喽。
I don't get it. Did someone win, or did now that they're both playing well, all of a sudden it's there are no titles given, or now this is the new prince of piano? Like if it's a battle, there needs to be a winner, right? But it seems that at least the guy gave him a little bit of a respect. I don't know what he gave him, but at least waving to him, like it seems that he acknowledges that he basically played better than him. Well, all right, guys, this was. This is a nice suggestion actually, because it was quite entertaining. I hadn't seen this. It creates a good atmosphere for sure, but not necessarily a realistic one. I did check on both guys and they seem to be professional pianists. And you could tell that by actually seeing their posture, their hand position, and actually them being on the key. Maybe because it's pre-recorded or it's made in MIDI, it was not quite in sync. But otherwise you could tell that they know what they're doing. So at least from that side it was well done. Obviously it had to be acted out and it had to create a certain atmosphere, but it was as believable as that scene in general could be, which is nice. I mean, it's great when actually movies hire professional musicians. Some actors, like I've reviewed on the channel, they do a very good job in faking it. Directors also do a very good job at navigating the camera and leading the camera in such a way that it doesn't, disturb the illusion of the music and the film. It is always better to actually have a person who is fluent at the piano, professional, and to act out the role that is necessary. Otherwise, I've never seen something that would happen in this kind of way as a piano battle in this kind of formal form, but otherwise 10 points for entertainment. The most believable thing in the scene, as we earlier established, is the guy in the middle who is a personality that is fortunately or unfortunately present in every music institution. But yeah, this is quite entertaining. Alright, I hope you had fun watching, and please let me know if there are any other videos that you would like to see me react to. Just leave them down in the comments and I'll make sure to include them in the videos. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, and click the bell icon so that you get notified every time I release a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.